Hey, I am Olubedo, introducing Dr. Ijakere Damages.
Welcome to the show. My name is Dr. Damages. We are coming to you from the greatest city in the world,
New York City.
Yes, we are back to New York City.
Hey.
New York City is so great
Hey.
that out of 20 deadliest mass shootings in America, none of them happened in New York City. None. Do you know why?
Why?
Because we have a sensible gun control law.
Yes, sir. Yes,
We
sir.
do.
Yes, sir.
The gun control law in New York City is very simple.
Yes.
Only the police and armed robbers are allowed to carry guns. That's it. The rest of us will use pepper spray. Pepper spray. That's it. And it works. It works. So last week, another 17 people were killed in school shooting in America. 17 people. High school kids and their teachers gunned down by a 19-year-old kid who was carrying a submachine gun.
Hey.
Now, the kid could not legally buy cigarettes or alcohol in some states in America, but he could go and buy submachine guns that African soldiers who are fighting terrorists could not buy.
Yeah,
They don't have it. You know, that is how crazy Americans' gun laws are. You didn't know that since September 11th, 2001, when about 4,000 people died in Al-Qaeda attack, you remember?
Yes.
Over 500,000 Americans have died in gun violence.
Hey.
500,000.
Wow.
That's half of the people who live in Dakar, Senegal.
Uh-huh.
Maybe your village times high five.
Jamaica.
You know, in Jamaica. Yeah, half of the people of Jamaica. You know? Yet, no war has been declared the way America declared this unending war on terror since 9/11.
Wow.
This American life self. This American life self.
American life self.
Now, maybe it is a good thing that they did not declare war. You know, remember, because Pope Francis declared war on Catholic priests in Ahiara diocese in Imo State. Remember?
Yes.
And he lost. He lost. Oh yeah. Our favorite Pope,
Hey.
Pope Francis, has seen something that is beyond him. Remember that last year he ordered Catholic diocese of Ahiara in Imo State to accept the bishop appointed for them by Pope Benedict. Remember that?
Yes.
Oh, the people had rejected Bishop of Okpalaeke because he was not from their state.
Yeah, they rejected
They
him.
said, we don't want him. The Pope gave them 30 days to accept the bishop or face excommunication.
Talk politics.
Now, the Pope also ordered them to write a letter of apology to him. All the priests to write a letter of they said like Upe, who say they were like, what? Guess what? Some priests actually complied, but the people of the diocese ignored the Pope. They said to themselves, let that man stay in Rome and talk nonsense. As far as we are concerned, our bishop must be from Mbaise.
Yes.
And not Anambra State man. That was the issue. You know?
Yes, now.
Well, this week the bishop resigned.
He
He gave up. I pity the Pope. He thought he was dealing with some sissies, you know, little people from Latin America. This is Biafra land, man. And if the next bishop the Pope appoints is not from Biafra, the Mbaise people will reject him again. They will reject him again. And they may even start their own Catholic church. With little omenani. You know what I mean? Like this one. Like this one, you know? Let me do it. Now, the Reverend Fathers do not have children.
Yes.
I mean, children that bear their names.
You're correct.
Not that they don't have children.
Yes.
Does not mean that they do not have children.
Yes.
And people with children, they want their children to be the head of their own businesses.
Yes.
In this case, I'm talking about churches.
Yes.
That's how it goes. Yes. Does the Pope tell Bishop Oyedepo who should head his Winners Chapel Church in New York City?
No.
Does the Pope tell Bishop Oyedepo who should head his church in Abuja?
No.
Doesn't the Pope see that Oyedepo had his children and brothers and relations heading winners church at strategic cities in the world.
Yes, yes.
You should see that. By strategy, I mean where there is money. like Abuja, in New York City, London, Johannesburg.
Yes.
That's where the money is. And Oyedepo make sure that his relations brought his brothers and that kind of thing. So that's what the Catholic Church are looking for. They are looking for the same thing. So, dear Pope Francis, we the Mbaise people are not fools.
Yes.
We want our own people to be our own bishops.
Correct.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, no.
Now, talking about people who have proven that they are not fools. So, South Africa has a new president.
Congratulations.
Yeah, his name is Cyril Ramaphosa.
Hey, Ramaphosa.
He was a former labor union leader.
Yes.
Who became a billionaire at the end of apartheid. Just like Bola Tinubu. Bola Tinubu was a former Nadeko leader.
Yeah.
He became a billionaire at the end of the fight for democracy. That's exactly the same thing, The same thing. Now, Ramaphosa thought he would replace Nelson Mandela.
Yes.
But Mandela looked at his soul and rejected him.
Yes.
It's the same thing with it's the same thing with how Buhari looked at Bola Tinubu's soul and rejected it. No, the wife is complaining about that. I'm telling you. Now, quite unlike Nigeria, South Africans did not declare Jacob Zuma the father of South African democracy because he resigned. They didn't do that. And they did not declare the new president, Ramaphosa, a messiah. They did not do that. No, this is how the opposition members of parliament received South African new president. Watch.
President Ramaphosa, I want to, on behalf of the Democratic Alliance, congratulate you, wish you well. It would be erroneous of me to say that the problem of South Africa has been, in fact, Jacob Zuma. You, sitting on this side, couldn't even tell him what he'd done wrong. And I want to remind you what he's done wrong. It's thanks to this opposition party that, in fact, we laid charges against him for corruption. We ensured that he accounted on Nkandla, which you removed. We moved motions of no confidence, which you voted in defense of. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, we don't have a Jacob Zuma problem. We have an ANC problem. And Mr. Ramaphosa, I wish you strength, but no, we will hold you accountable, and I will see you in 2019 on the ballot box.
Where is Panda?
Oh yeah, they told him in his face, we are going to see you in the election. They are not kidding. That's how democracy is supposed to work. Now, we don't know what will happen to that.
What will happen to Jacob Zuma?
In Yobe State, Okorocha is wondering what he will do. Okorocha is confused. Now, this is how it is done in a democracy.
Yes.
You put their feet on fire.
Correct.
If you want them to do the right thing.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if he's a billionaire or someone who borrowed them 27 million naira to buy a phone. Remember, now the question is this: how many people still believe that crap? I mean, how many people believe that crap anymore? Anyway, which brings me to South African politician called Malema. The guy, Malema. The guy says something. You know what? Listen to him talk about the Nigerian. Watch.
I'm like Nigerians to white people. Nigerians don't tolerate any nonsense that comes their way, and that's why there are not so many white people in Nigeria, because they think Nigerians are rude people. They think the Nigerians are not polite people to work with, but that is not the case. The Nigerians don't tolerate nonsense.
This is my question. What happened to that Nigerian he was talking about?
Hey.
What happened to them? Did they go to sleep after Buhari became president? What happened? That Nigerian disappeared.
Yes.
I know what is going on. I know what is going on. After snakes swallowed 36 million naira at JAMB's office. Remember we had that story?
Yes.
We just received the breaking news.
What?
That monkey swallowed 70 million.
What?
Belonging to northern senators.
Monkeys.
Money belongs to northern senators. Monkeys.
Wow.
And this is not a joke. Money is just missing left, right, and center in that country.
And from the back.
The question is this: will 2019 election be swallowed too?
I don't know.
We are seeing it. You know what? Last week I told you about children in Kano voting during the local government election.
Yes.
Well. We now know how many of them are registered to vote. Oh yeah. According to INEC, there are 7.2 million children registered to vote in 9 northern states.
Wow.
7.2 million kids.
7.2.
Yeah. INEC, facing scrutiny and embarrassment, came out to explain why they allowed children to register to vote.
Wow.
Yep. Oh, yeah, they did. Brace yourself, because their answer is interesting. Yeah. They said that INEC workers were afraid for their lives if they disallowed these children from registering to vote.
Oh, my God.
Look at the headline.
Hey.
I'm not making this up. They opened their mouth and said this.
Oh, my
Think
God.
about it. Think about it for a while. Think about it. Think about it again as it relates to the credibility of elections in Nigeria. A serious agency will run to the federal government and demand security to support them if that is what they face in the communities.
Correct.
They will do that. In fact, if they cared about the credibility of the election, the whole exercise, they should be the one demanding and screaming that the whole thing should be cancelled until a credible process could be put in place.
Right.
That is what you expect from an independent agency that is interested in what they are doing. But no. They kept quiet until pictures and images from the election embarrassed them. That was why we had it. Otherwise, we won't hear anything. Election will come, then we all go and vote. Now, the good thing is that Buhari has a new drone. Oh yeah. By the way, did Abubakar Shekau, we're told that he was on the run. Is it the same one that struck in a girls' school in Yobe? Is it the same one? Where 102 kids were missing?
Exactly.
Now, some are saying, oh, nobody is missing. Some are saying that some were missing. Now, the army came out and said they rescued these students. About some of them, from Boko Haram. This is where the Americans will say, whatever. You don't know which story is right in that country anymore. We don't know. Everything is messed up. Are they missing? How did you rescue them? Is it in the bush? Did you fight the Boko? What happened?
Yes. No true story.
Now, some good news. There's so many
Finally.
good news, yeah. In 2013, President Jonathan commissioned the first Nigerian drone.
Hey.
Nigerian made drone. No? Okay, it was a prototype, but it looked like it looked like the real thing. Look at it, just like his PhD. It looked like the real thing. Now, in 2018, Buhari commissioned the first Nigerian made drone.
Yes.
Now, the presidency showed us a demonstration of the machine flying. You know what? Okay, watch.
Wow.
So this is not a prototype. This is real. Now, I tell you, Buhari has now a new weapon to use, to play with. No more Operation Python dance.
Yes.
Buhari will just send a drone to your village.
Hey.
God help your aunt. I say God help. Watch.
Wow.
Call Buhari analog again, and he will send a drone to your bedroom window.
Yes.
You see him in the control room telling them what to... He's like, what is all this? Buttons everywhere. Anyway, in 2023, President Donald Duck will commission the first Nigerian-made drone. Now, this Donald Duck's drone will be the one that will capture Boko Haram leader Abubakar Shekau.
Hey!
I'm sure. 2023. Now, did you hear that Did you hear that Boko Haram leader is running away dressed like a woman? Don't worry, the Nigerian drone is armed with his picture.
Hey!
Oh yeah, they have the picture. Maybe that was what they were trying to do with that video you just watched with that woman. The drone was looking to see if he's is that him? Yeah, I'm just telling you. But seriously, I think that the drone should be deployed in Zamfara State.
Yes.
Where Nigerians are being killed by bandits.
Yes.
Now, according to Professor Ango Abdullah, you know him.
Yes, Abdullah.
The man we thought was smart. These are bandits that the southern Nigerian people are using to divide the north.
Hey!
Is that not what he said?
Hey!
Yeah, they're sending bandits to go and cause trouble today.
Hey!
Meanwhile, the Afro senator, you remember him, Sheikh Musa, is calling on the world media to go to Zamfara and report the killings going on there.
Hey!
Meanwhile, the governor was in Abuja chilling. The defense minister from Zamfara was in Abuja chilling.
Yeah.
Now he's what about the Inspector of Police? That one is still issuing arrest warrants. Meanwhile, Shehu Musa wants the world to go and report it. Nonsense. While the army chief was landing in Zamfara, Buhari once again ordered him to proceed to Yobe State.
To be in one place.
I don't know where schoolgirls were missing. It took the government 48 hours to figure out what happened.
Yes.
And from denying that no girl was missing, they are now saying that 42 of them have been rescued. It's like we're back to Goodluck Jonathan's days and Chibok Girls.
Exactly.
Remember?
Exactly.
The more things change, the more they remain the same. You know, Sasha! Tweet that out. Tweet it. Yeah. Anyway, election 2019 is coming up in Nigeria. By May, everything will be set. You know, here is the crowd that welcomed President Buhari to Adamawa State the other day. Watch. Can you see that?
Yes, this is massive.
Unless the crowd was rented, as we say in PDP.
Right.
The opposition to Buhari is spended. Spended. Now, mind you, Buhari's core voting bloc, the kids, did not come out. Despite all the people you saw, the kids were not there.
Yeah,
it happened that event took place on school day, and the kids were at school studying physics and math.
That's the update of article.
That's the article, so article is finished. Article is all gone, you know, it's finished.
Hey.
Now, some Nigerians are now saying that they will vote for Buhari in 2019 as a punishment to those who voted for Buhari in 2015. They said that Buhari must finish what he started.
Correct.
Here is an illustration of what these Nigerians are trying to say. What?
Leave me alone. Respect yourself, Johnson. What do you mean I should leave you alone? Why should I leave you? Have you finished what you started? Have you? Just respect yourself. Respect yourself, JJ. Let's go in and finish what
you must finish what you started. You can't just do 2 minutes and run away. You must finish it.
Correct.
Now, wait. For me, I must finish something I started.
Yes.
You know,
which is what?
I started telling you about people I met in London last week.
Okay.
I have to finish it. So here are some videos of more people that I met in London. Watch. Dr. Damages, we are coming to you from Great Britain. I should go and talk to the Queen. We had the same problem in Nigeria. We had the Biafrans, they want to go. We had the Oduduwa Republic, they want to go. The Queen said no. The Prime Minister said no. That's why I'm here. I'm talking to them.
The main problem is we had an protest on last week in front of the Sulangan Embassy.
Yeah.
So the one of the war criminal came outside the embassy and he did to us.
Wow.
So I'll play it again.
Yeah.
What's that?
He said he will kill.
Oh,
That's
and show it.
wow, that's bad.
Dr. Damages, how are you? I came all the way from New York to see Nigerians in UK. You live here?
Yes.
Are you happy?
Yes.
You came here for
Nigerian passport for my children.
how did they treat you?
Nice.
They're becoming nice now. Because I get emails from people here saying
the
that.
waiting is very long. We've been here for 5 hours.
What?
We should stop that. Yeah.
Why?
Huh?
For renewal or
For
for
renewal, yeah.
you have to stay 5 hours.
Yes, to renew the passport.
Did they charge you more than what is online? The same thing.
Still, you have to wait for about 5.5 hours before you can get your passport renewed.
That's not good. You have to. Are you in school?
Pardon?
Are you in school?
Yeah.
So you didn't go to school because of this?
Yeah, we have to take them off school.
Wow. That's not good. So what are you doing here?
I came to see a friend.
You from Nigeria or you live
No,
here?
I live here.
You live here?
Yeah, I live
You like this cold? You
brother.
left where the weather is warm
The
to
weather
live
is,
here.
the weather is good. The weather is good.
What happened? What happened to you?
You can see what happened to Buhari.
So how are they treating you in Britain?
It's very good.
It's very good.
Doctor,
you are making the hard currency.
You should
Show the look at the camera so that they will see you at home. This is the man. Write him to collect money. He's loaded.
Come on.
I looked into the bag. It's only money that is there. So tell me how are things going in Nigeria? Do you monitor what's going on there?
To be honest with you, I don't really monitor what's going on in Nigeria anymore because it's nothing to write home about.
Nothing to write home about.
Just when you're about to step down. Yeah, he should just.
What are we going to do to Buhari? Is he going to continue or should he?
No, he knows he's not going anywhere anymore.
He knows. He's not acting that way.
No, what do you want him to say?
Until the mentality changes in Africa, we're not going anywhere.
That's true.
The greediness.
Yeah.
It's too much.
It's too much.
The leaders, they don't serve people. All they think of is how much money they have. They don't do nothing for the people.
You're right.
Hoping one day to do something. Thank you.
Thank you.
Talk to him, yeah? Talk to him. Tell him to make it right in the country.
Yes.
He has got the power.
Yes.
So
he's so close to Buhari.
So have you been to Nigeria?
He's from Zimbabwe. So
my father is
this one is
Nigerian.
from Holland.
No, he's Nigerian. Father is Nigerian.
You are from Nigeria?
Yeah.
You want to go to Nigeria? Talk to your dad.
You know, his dad is at home.
Huh?
You're going to put your life with us. His dad is at home.
I'll talk to them, okay?
My dad is at home, sorry.
Yeah.
It's okay, you know what? Let's go. Okay, you talk to her.
Good job, okay? Okay, hi. So are you enjoying the weather?
Yes.
You like this weather?
I hate the weather.
You hate it? Yeah, you should go to Africa. In Africa, we don't see something like this.
You can never say.
Weather in Africa is wonderful. So talk to your parents, okay? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right mentality.
Yeah, unlike the one from Netherlands.
Where are you based?
New York City.
Yeah.
New Yorkers.
Yeah. We came here.
No, I know. It's Sahara
TV. Yeah. We came here to see you guys in London. I heard that things are good here. That you have a strong currency. I wanted to see if this is the president.
The president of Nigeria, but mine will be very different.
What will he do?
First day of office or first week, I jail everybody.
I mean, like who? Mention their names.
I'll start with my party members. Against everybody. That is one night. One day I'll turn against everybody.
You have to build the prison first now because
no prison.
We only have
that's too hard. No prison.
Oh, at home?
No, you remember what the British did in Australia way back? We'll go for one. At least we'll create a new state. That state will be for everybody who've done something wrong.
Bad. You just dump them there.
Not a prison.
Yeah.
You have work, you have stuff, but you can't come to the other.
Yeah. But you have to start with Fulani headsmen. What are you going to do to them?
Fulani headsmen.
Yeah, before you start jailing people, because they will come and grab you in that's all. If you jail all your people.
We don't even know who are Nigerians are.
But you want to be president. Oh yeah, solve that problem. Talk to the camera.
To start with the national identity card system. We have to check it properly.
Yeah, but they have it now. They have it. Fulani headsmen, they all have one. You haven't seen them?
To be honest, I really don't know much about Fulani headsmen.
You don't know anything about them?
I think the government is not doing well.
Yeah, which APC government? Who do we vote for next year? Next year is election. If you want to be president, you should be running now. You should be campaigning. No. You don't want to be. You're not serious. You're just joking.
Nice.
I know. You know, we want to come to your town. If you want us to come, just invite Dr. Damages at drdamages@gmail.com and we will be there. You know, we'll be there and talk to you. Everything. Just take care of us the way they took care of us in London. Yes. Anyway. This is something we call Secrets of
Pictures!
Is it on the premise that the picture is worth more than 1,000?
Well,
now, the first picture you're looking at is that of Governor of Kaduna State, El Rufai. You know him? Greeting President Buhari.
Correct.
You know, he was on the ground. You know, he's already on the ground. Why is he kneeling down? You know, he's already, I mean, you know,
he's too close
he is too close already to the ground. Why are you bending down the more? Now, people are telling me that is our culture. That is our culture. This is the way they will tell me one day that going to destroy your opponent's building is also part of our culture. You know, that's what people are saying. But let me tell you what's actually going on in this picture. What's happening there is that there are only 3 enemies of any leader of the people. 3 enemies. Mm-hmm. They are arrogance, cowardice, and distraction. Hey. And in that picture, you are seeing 3 of them in action. I'm just telling you, look at it. Hey. Arrogance, cowardice, and distraction. Hey. That's it. Now, the second picture you're looking at is the picture of the entrance of the Federal Ministry of Finance in Abuja. You know?
Yes.
Now, looking at that picture, what you're seeing is that since a snake collected its gratuity from JAMB office, that is 36 million, cows, who are obviously smarter than snakes, decided that they want to be paid too. So they went to the right place, the Federal Ministry of Finance.
Yes.
That's what you're looking at. They went to the right place. They said, let's go and collect our own payments. From Adesh, Auntie Kemi, we need our own money. You know what I mean? You pay the snake. Why not us? We're doing services to the. What is the snake? What are they doing for the nation? Nothing. They don't provide anything, any services.
Monkeys are taking their own.
Monkeys are taking their own from the farm in. I mean, animal farm is. This is it.
Yes.
This is it. Every animal kingdom. Every animal is rising up to take their own thing.
Exactly.
Only the Nigerian is not. I think the Nigerians should know that they are also animals. They need to rise up for their own. You know what I mean? There are some stories making headline news across Nigerian newspapers this week. Malabu scandal. Attorney General Malami, you know the guy, writes Buhari wants the trial of Adeoke and Deziani and others stopped.
Why now?
The man said they should all be stopped.
Why?
Now, forget about Buhari's chief of staff. I think this Buhari's attorney general is the chief of. No, sorry. I mean the chief of saints around Buhari. He's the chief of the saints. That's what I'm trying to. Not the thief. What's wrong with me? You know what's wrong with me? Anyway, chief of the saints. The chief of the saints. Don't confuse me. The chief of the saints around Buhari. He wants the trial stopped. Yeah, he wants the trial of these people, criminals, stopped.
Hey.
That should tell you something. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Something about him. Something about him. And, you know, anyway. Now, this one is interesting. This is from the new secretary to the federal government. Buhari's secretary to the federal government spends 65 million naira
65?
On website. Now, people who do not understand the capabilities of this website are screaming corruption. I say, folks, it is no ordinary website. This website delivers 5,000 naira to every unemployed Nigerian. Lunch to every school children in Nigeria's primary and secondary school. And as soon as you log in and you click on your name, you start seeing it dropping. It's a wonderful website. 85 million. How much is your website?
Especially when you are not unemployed.
85, exactly. Especially when you don't have light and you are in a village, you know, Kitipupa. You click on your computer, 5,000 naira will drop. And lunch, you'll be in that village school without electric, without chair. On the click on as long as you click on this website,
it will be delivered.
The money. This one is from Buhari himself. He said, I will take Nigeria to the next level.
We are already at the next level.
Nigerians are saying, no, we don't want to go. Stop. We don't do. You see, my people don't understand. My people perish for lack of what? Knowledge. When he says the next level, he means, from -0 to -30, which is the next level. You know what I mean? It's actually, people don't understand. People think it's not a movement. It's movement. It may be in the wrong direction.
When is naira going to equal dollar now?
It may be in the wrong direction, but he's moving. It's another level. You know what I'm saying?
$1 is going to equal.
I like Nigerians. They say, no, God, you don't do it. Thank you for the one you did. We appreciate it. Thank you.
For no thanks.
Can you go back to Dara? This is from our Afro, what's his name? Afro hair senator. He's making noise now more than the internet senator. He's talking now. Most northern elites cannot speak against Fulani herdsmen killings, said Sheikh Hussaini, just to avoid being tagged or labeled anti-Buhari or anti-federal government. That's why they can't talk. I said, you know the truth when you say it. It stands erect. Unlike the things that come out of Lai Mohammed's mouth. Yeah. This man was saying the truth.
Yes.
It's clear to everybody.
Yes. Exactly.
There's no joke about this. He's saying the truth. They are afraid. But you have to critique the government.
Yes.
Even if you like the government.
Say the truth.
That's the only.
Set you free.
Say this. Good job. Say the truth and you shall be free.
Yes.
That's how things improve. You don't improve things by covering things up. Anyway, talking about the devil. This is from Lai Mohammed. Nigeria is in competent hands.
Hey.
No imminent war or crisis. I know.
Say that again.
I said, this is treasonable. I mean, Trump will call this treason. If you can look at Nigeria today and you don't see crisis, in your heart, you must be full of hate for that country.
Yes.
Because if you're true to yourself, you see crisis, you see imminent war. In Zamfara, in Benue, everywhere, crisis.
Yes.
And you're saying there is no imminent, that is in competent hand. Which competent hand? Lai Mohammed said.
Liar Mohammed.
Terrible. And we're doomed in that country. Oh, yeah. The man himself, Muhammadu Buhari, said, if you give Nigerians good roads, railway, and stable power, they will be happy.
Hey!
I said, is that not true? Is that not true?
Yes,
How I wish we could make that man president of Nigeria. You know, to deliver these things. You know what I mean? You know, so sad that we could not.
So who's not the president?
I don't know. So sad. Oh, but he was actually saying, if you give them. He didn't say if I give them. Okay, I'm the one who got confused. Thank you for letting me know. No, I'm the one who got. He said if you. He didn't say if I give. Oh, okay, I get it. I get it.
You are suffering from the use of English.
Terrible. Did you watch Big Brother Nigeria?
Nina.
Miracle on Nina.
Yes,
We can't show it. Kids are watching. We can't show it on our show.
Yes.
But I was watching that. I missed a big news in America. That Donald Trump's in-laws became residents. They got their green card.
Oh yeah.
Well, I was surprised. Is that not a chain immigration? That thing he said is dangerous for America.
No.
Is that not chain immigration? But to his credit, he said this is the last one. After this chain immigration by my in-laws, it's over. The door is closed. Anyway, Tomato just could not be here today.
Yes.
I think she's dealing with some chain immigration. Chain immigration issues. You know, she called out sick. I mean, I don't know. She will come in 1 week. The next week she will be sick. Do you think how long does it take before we start seeing the proof that something is going on? You know what I mean? I'm beginning to think that something is going on. You know what I mean? We'll find out next week when she comes here. You know. So next week we are going to read you the emails. Now here is my concern for today. It's taken from page 419 of the book Characteristics of Tombo.
Hey,
you know the book?
Characteristics
of Tombo. Yeah, by Jackson Brown Jr.
Hey!
And it says, opportunity dances with those who are ready on the dance floor. You have to be ready on the dance floor so that when opportunity comes, it will dance with you. Until next week, I'm Dr. Damages. I diagnose
you yourself. Did you watch the Black Panther?
Black Panther, I'm going to see it tomorrow.
Yeah!
So next week I will tell you about Black Panther. I can't be the last person to say it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? There's a special viewing for people like us. In a special room, you know, with people who have natural hair.
Yes.
Not these Brazilian hair people, you know. It's special arrangements, you know. I'll give it my own feedback on that movie.
Exactly.
Because I think they are talking this Wakanda. Is it Wakanda? What's the name of that country?
Yeah.
Is that in Africa or where?
I don't know.
I'll tell you what I think next week. All right.